Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Here we go,
On the counter, Gurley. And they'll lose yardage here. Here they go backwards to the 13-yard line.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Excitement? Well, we got that in abundance as this Pro Bowl is underway from Orlando, Florida.
Free kick out of...
Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady.
It's now second and 6. Get that at the 47-yard line.
Breeze now to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Ready? Yellow waiting. I'm coming after you. Show me quick.
Here's a carry for Saquon Barkley and the Giants. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
So two disastrous running plays, and now they face a third and very long. From midfield, here's Breeze. Looking deep for his tight end. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the third and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force them into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's first and goal.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
Ready? Yellow waiting.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Here we go. Let's bring it.
On second down, here's Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. To throw is Breeze. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. On fourth down, here's Aldrick Rosas for the NFC field goal try. So an even first quarter on the scoreboard, but the threat of points on the horizon. 0-0 our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And Rosas puts this one through. And the NFC out to an early 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback out of North Carolina State. It's Phillip Rivers.
And the first possession isn't until the second quarter, but what's nice about it, it's only down 3. So what you sell your team on is, look, one possession, one drive, we put it in the end zone. We're in the lead in this game. Let's go, guys.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a second and long. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Breaks free again. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time. Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Play action, Breeze. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. A good pickup there, 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Ready, 95, 56.
Check 55, come on. Stay with your man.
Shotgun now for Breeze. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. A good pickup there, 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Ready, yellow waiting.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Breeze going to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Throwing now is Breeze. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with 1st and goal. Have to believe that they'll continue to bring the pressure on 3rd down.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Here's Breeze to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Rosa's kick is good. And thanks to his safety and 2 field goals, this is now an 8-0 game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Shoves him away. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. The AFC offense making their way back out. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Here's Brett Kern now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in. Field position.
Ready, yellow lady.
5, 5, 5. Get your swarm on.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready, 5-9.
55. Hey, eat. Focus, defense, focus.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Saquon Barkley there to make the grab. And the NFC adds on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Rosas good with the extra point. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Up and over. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Hey, bro, 80.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've reached halftime of the 20. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Step 180, black 15.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
The NFC offense heading back onto the field. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. So far, defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
On 1st down, Breeze. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run. It's Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. A 5-yard touchdown. And the NFC able to widen their advantage.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Back out is the AFC offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
All right. Black 15.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Left to right. Behind.
First down, Rivers. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run the counter. Connor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result because what you're doing there.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. The offense for the NFC back out there. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Gurley.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take out blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Watching your guard. Army, Army. Army, Army.
20 seconds.
And he'll lose here, back at the 41.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch
Still
the
third down.
football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The numbers for the NFC on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's caught, Jones. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
But the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now Gurley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. Again they run with Gurley. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Well, they could just run.
Hello, everyone. It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage of the
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A second broken through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10, 5, and almost coast to coast. A great return, marked down all the way. At the 2. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. They run. It's Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the NFC has taken the early lead. And they're in on the first play from scrimmage. Our crew and you and I, we better strap in here.
That's what's commonly known as quick strike. Points on the board. This could be a fun game.
Up and good by Rosas. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's a carry for James Conner of the Steelers. And right away, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to...
And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the NFC adds on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The drive will start with Connor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He finds Hopkins complete. He's at the 40. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for the AFC. 43 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Connor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Mahomes to throw on second down. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and an AFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick 6. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough. Just bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now a play fake. Breeze looking deep for Julio. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. And now a fumble. The ball's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit.
And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still first down.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a draw play for Gurley. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Gold stars all the way around for that defensive front. Anytime an offense wants to run a draw, they're really trying to hit you in the center part of the field. Anytime you can clog that up and force it to bounce outside, it's a huge win for the defense.
Another try on second down with Gurley. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. Fourth down. Now Breeze, forced out to his left. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And this stout AFC defense able to come away with a goal line stand. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
On second down, here's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Gordon. He's going to have the first down past the 20 and all the way up to the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Mahomes now on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mahomes is going to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And it's a touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken near the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start with a give to Connor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mahomes to his KC teammate Kelsey for the AFC first. On 1st down, it's Connor. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yard.
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the AFC able to get a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just